And okay, we're good.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our CUBmunnity broadcast. We have a very special guest with us today. It's Mr. Sean Bedell.
Whoop, whoop.
Welcome, Mr. Bedell. How are you today?
Good.
Good, and thanks for being here. All right. Hey, where are we at right now?
In my kid's room.
Nice.
Nice.
I had to shut the door. He's up playing video games, talking to his friends and stuff. And I was just working, so I was just slid in here and shut the door, so it'd be a little quieter.
Well, seeing a map behind us, it makes me want to ask a couple questions. So, A, where are you from? And B, what's your favorite place you've ever been?
Well, so I'm from Georgia. I grew up in a little town like 30 miles south of Atlanta. And my favorite place I've been, I want to say New Zealand was probably my favorite. It was a toss-up between that and South Africa, but I love New Zealand.
When did you go to South Africa?
2 years ago.
And what were you doing there?
Surfing Jeffreys Bay.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What was that like, man? Where did you stay? What was that like?
Well, I stayed in this, like, I rented a room in this house that was right on the point, and it's the world's best right-hand point break. So, I mean, it's the world's best. So it was pretty awesome. It was pretty mind-blowing. Like, I've never really surfed waves like that, and it's pretty amazing. So,
What got you into surfing?
well, in like, gosh, when was it? 96 or something. Me and my buddy moved to Hawaii, and when you're in Hawaii, don't you learn to surf?
Uh-huh.
So we started there, and then we came back like 6-7 months later, and then I just kind of kept doing it here.
Nice.
That's
So
cool.
how
What
long
were you into in Georgia?
What's that?
If you didn't surf, what were you into in Georgia?
I used to skateboard a lot growing up. Ride bikes, rode motorcycles with my friends and stuff.
Cool.
So when you were a kid, what kind of music were you into, Sean? What did you listen to in middle school, high school?
Well, middle school, that was kind of like when hip hop first started coming out. So I listened to a lot of like Public Enemy and NWA and like Eazy-E and all that kind of stuff. My mom hated it.
That's awesome.
So, and then like kind of later on, I started to learn to play guitar, and I kind of started liking, like Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd and Jimi Hendrix and stuff like that. So very kind of eclectic.
I like it.
Hey, Sean, you seem to be quite the jack of all trades. You have this little engineering streak in you. I'm just curious, like, what was your influence growing up? Did you have like a shop that you'd work in, or?
No, I don't know. I always kind of like taking things apart and messing with them. Like I used to really like taking apart radios and things like that, and like messing around with the speakers and stuff like that. So just that kind of stuff.
There's a cute comment going around right now that has like a little girl, and the dad, she's like, "Can I take this apart?" And the dad's like, "Sure." And his friend says, "That sounds like a bad idea." And he said, "Actually, I think it's a wonderful idea." And then it like flash forwards to like she's in her 30s, and she's like, "Hey, Dad, can I take care of this and fix it for you?" So
Yeah.
I think that that's such a good thing, because to be honest, Sean, I never ever did that kind of stuff as a kid because I was so afraid of failure, and not because of my parents, but I never wanted to open anything. I didn't want to try new things because I had to be perfect at everything the first time. And I think that's something that we need to tell our kids. It's worth it to try new things. The worst you could do is not be good at it the first time and then just get better. So it's pretty cool.
I have a saying in my house. I know it's done right because I've done it twice.
That's awesome. That's cool.
So I mess it up all the time. I mean, I totally remodeled like the whole inside of my house, and I can show you every flaw.
That's pretty cool. And so, Sean, I know you're really into food. You and I talk about food all the time, and you shared like some amazing barbecue tofu with me. What's your favorite thing to make? Like, what do you like enjoy cooking or whatever, creating?
Chicken wings would be one of them. I love chicken wings. And just a good steak and potatoes. I could eat that almost every night,
Cool.
Sean, I got one more for you here.
No.
as I know you're a teacher, but also a dad of two boys. So how are you guys spending this time right now as a family? Like, what are you guys able to do to keep yourselves sane?
Probably it's a lot of the same stuff everybody's doing. We got a big puzzle going on the table in there. We go on our walk every day at 4 o'clock. It's like usually about an hour long walk around the logging roads behind the little neighborhood we live in. We've been, I don't know, I've been playing with them, building stuff, doing things. But I've been working a lot, so I haven't really had a tremendous amount of time with them. But those first couple of weeks, yeah, we did a lot of like tinkering and things like that. And then they play with the dog on the trampoline and that kind of stuff. And then Trask he plays a lot of video games. He's kind of getting back, but you know, he's playing with his friends. So I kind of I think it's okay. I don't know.
Ew.
You know, he's sitting there talking and they're chatting, they're working together. I mean, I don't know. I think it's good.
I think so too, man. Socialization is so important right now.
And it's like, when I was growing up, I had an old Nintendo, right? And I played that all the time. My mom, gave me grief about that and all kinds of things. And I was like, well, who am I to judge now? Because they're kind of a different generation. They do different things. So just because, I don't know, maybe I wouldn't do that doesn't mean it's not right.
Exactly. That's a good mindset. I have one question before I go into my this or that's. What's something left on your bucket list? I mean, what's one thing you're gonna do before you kick the bucket?
I got a couple. One's I want to go snowboarding on the North Island in Japan.
Okay.
Let's see, what's a couple other ones? I want to ride a motorcycle all the way around the world.
That's
awesome.
Awesome.
I know I can't ride across the ocean, but you can ship it. But I would love to do ride to Argentina and then do Africa up through Europe and then come out in Siberia.
Right on. That's pretty cool. What's one thing on your bucket list, Boudry?
Man, I want to hike the Haute route. I want to go down to Patagonia and hike the O circuit down there, and then spend some time in Peru. Peru seems like a really cool place.
That's my number one. I wanna hike up Machu Picchu and do all that stuff with by myself. I don't want to pay someone or get dropped off on the top. That's one of my own for sure.
Have some guinea pig.
Yeah, exactly. I would give up my vegetarianism to do that. I'm a big opportunist. If I'm in a country that serves something, I like to try it. I don't eat a whole meal of it, but I will try it to be a part of the culture.
Well, when I was in Africa, one of my favorite things I ate was ostrich.
Really? How did they make it?
I had it grilled like steak. I had it on kebabs, and then I had it just like a ostrich fillet, and it was amazing. It's a red meat, believe it or not.
Really? I would have expected it to be like a chicken or a turkey or.
No, it was good. It was awesome. That was and then I came back here and tried to find it, and you can't find it. And when you do find it, it's like $50 a pound.
Holy moly!
Yeah. So.
What's the weird thing you've eaten, Boudry?
I don't know how weird it is, but haggis, I think, is that what it is?
Yeah. It's like isn't it sausage stuffed in sheep's stomach?
Yeah, and their intestines and stuff. Boiled up.
Yeah.
In Louisiana, my whole family's from Louisiana, and I go there to New Orleans or Baton Rouge at least, once a year, once every couple of years now that I'm older. And alligator on a stick is a huge thing there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just something that was normal for me. And then when Pizza Schmitza, the pizza chain, started selling the gator pizza, my friends thought it was crazy, and I'm like, oh, I've done this before.
Where I grew up, they had soul food restaurants here and there, right? And one of my favorites there was hog brains and eggs for breakfast. It tasted like crumbled sausage, kind of, but it was all gray and yeah, it was pretty good though.
What did it taste like?
Like sausage crumbles,
Gosh. Okay, we'll move on to this or that. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a bunch of things and you tell me which one you prefer. Do you like to have, or do you sleep with 2 pillows or 1 pillow?
One.
One. Do you snore or not snore?
I don't snore.
Are pets allowed, or is your puppy allowed to sleep with you or not?
No.
No. Do you like the sound of ocean waves better or rain sounds?
I'd say ocean waves.
Lemonade or iced tea?
Iced tea. Unsweetened.
Oh, me too. I don't like it sweetened. Look. Pizza or sushi?
Sushi.
Sushi. Okay, and my last one, salt or sweet?
Salty.
Me too. Okay. Awesome. All right, Josh, you ready for the games?
Yeah, so we have 3 games coming at you. I'm just going to give you a quick little overview, and then we'll start individually into them. So the first one is going to be a movie trivia. I'm going to give you an actor's name, and I want you to name as many movies that this actor's been in. Okay, that'll be the first game. The second one is going to be sports trivia. We're going to give you a letter, and you'll name as many sports teams. It could be any sport at any level. We'll just name as many as you can. Start with that letter. And then the last one will be a little music trivia.
All right.
We'll go over the directions for that one when we get there.
All right.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Oh, I gotta get my timer up. Sorry.
We'll do our movie trivia first. All right. And so we're going to go with an actor. The actor is Tom Hanks. So name as many movies as you can that Tom Hanks has been in.
3, 2, 1, go.
Forrest Gump, Saving Private Ryan, the Mr. Rogers, yeah. What was the Castaway? There was that one. Splash. I want to say Trading Places, but it wasn't him. It was that was Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy.
All right, you got that was pretty awesome. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great job. I just watched Forrest Gump this last weekend. It is a definite family favorite. What about you guys?
I love it. It's a classic.
It's one of the best movies of all time. Again, kids, watch it with your parents, but it takes you through history and some pretty big political things that happen to our world, some cultural stuff, some drug use, and like big things that were happening, civil rights. And so it takes you through things that were like global pandemic-y stuff too. It takes you through that in our country. It's a great way to learn about it. That's how I learned about it when I was little. Okay, the next one, I think you're gonna rock this one. This is now the sports teams that start with a letter. We've been very, very gracious with this one. So it could be the name of the city or the mascot, okay? So your letter is S. 3, 2, 1, go.
The Seahawks for sure, and then the Sonics, right? Or the Sonics still in Seattle?
We'll take it.
The Sacramento Kings. Stanford, the trees, whatever they are. The San Diego Chargers.
Yeah.
Boy. Florida.
You got 5 more there, so you're sitting at 10 already. Going into the third round, you have a astonishing lead.
Well, I bet Judy beat me already, huh?
She got 4, 3. She got 11 total. So if you get 2 more, you beat Judy for today. Okay, so this one's a little complicated. If you can't hear, you have to let me know. I'm gonna play just little snippets of songs. I might skip to where there's words because I just have it pulled up on YouTube. And you just have to name the artist for 1 point, and if you name the song title, you get 2 points. There's a couple on here that I think you'll for sure get right away, but some you might just get the artist, okay? Okay, let's see. I should have had you go over that while I did this because it's always taking Okay, ready? This is a recent one, so I'll give you this one. I'll skip to the middle, see if the words help you.
Uh,
Cause I'm Uptown Funk don't give it to you. 'Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you.
All right, it's called Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars. We'll go to the next one. This one,
I should know that, right?
okay, I'll now skip to words.
I know it's Def Leppard. Pour some sugar on me.
By?
What? Def Leppard.
Woohoo! 2 points.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one. Ready?
Hey Jude,
Oh,
don't make
the
it
Beatles.
bad.
Hey, Jude.
All right, 2 points. Hey, Jude. by the
Oh.
Beatles. Okay, another one.
I think I can't hear all of it, but it sounded like Another One Bites the Dust by Queen.
Oh!
Oh, didn't even need the music.
Okay.
I caught like 2 notes of the bass line. I was like, I think that's it.
All right, you are on your last one. This one was popular when I was in kindergarten. The name
Oh, wow.
is harder to get, but definitely I think you'll know the song. Ready? Okay, here's a start, and then I'll skip.
I can't really hear anything. Oh, Macarena.
Macarena, and do you know who it's by any chance?
I don't know who sang the Macarena.
Yeah?
I don't know. Yeah.
It's by Los Del Rio.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that
Well, you are
makes sense now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 17 points. You are by far you have blown all the rest of the competition out of the water with 17 points.
Nice work, setting the bar.
All right. Well, before
Nice
we
and
sign
high.
off, Sean, do you have any message you want to send to our Cubs or our staff, whoever's watching this video?
Just be patient with the online learning. That's all I got to say. I mean, yeah, it's crazy. I didn't know how much work it was going to be.
Dude, I have been working on my computer like a crazy person. I swear.
Well, and that's kind of the frustrating thing is like, I don't like sitting on a computer all day. Like, I kind of got into this because I like being around people and talking to people. And this is, I don't know. It's not, I mean, yeah, I don't like being in front of the computer all day. So,
And I think it's important too that we share this with people because there are some, it's a very small minority, but there are people who are saying that teachers should not be paid right now because we're not with students, and that's just crazy because we're putting in so much time and effort to be with our kids and to make this meaningful for them. So I think it's important we share that it's a lot of work for us and know that we're doing it because we love them. Just like you said, we want to be around them. Yeah. All right.
well, I think everybody is, you can get out of it what you want to get out of it, and it's not like we're not doing anything. So,
Exactly. Well, have a
Anyway.
wonderful day, Sean. Thanks for being a part of
Yeah.
our community
Great,
broadcast.
Sean. You're great.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Way to set the bar high.
Yeah. Bye.